Hi, my name is Nazia Khan. Welcome to the Transformation Lab DXB podcast, powered by Gym Nation. Get ready for an exciting deep dive into the stories of our incredible guests as they share how they transform their lives by turning their toughest setbacks into epic comebacks. This is where inspiration meets action. Ivana, welcome. Today's guest, Ivana, joins us. I will let her explain what she does. But first, thank you for joining the Transformation Lab podcast, DXB. It's where we turn inspiration into action. Welcoming our guest, Ivana. Hello. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for invitation, Coach K. I'm so happy today to see you here in this year's studio and to discuss topics that are interesting for all of us nowadays. And I'm so inspired by your idea and your lead. I'm following your work and as a friend and as a client as well. So I'm happy to answer your questions today.
Well, this is a conversation. So we're going to start with tell us some things about Ivana, like what, and I don't mean age and your job. I mean, tell us something unusual about you.
Yeah, I mean, what's everything, what everyone knows is that I do real estate. I'm here like last 9 years in Dubai. I'm so happy to be here and to be inspired by this city and this energy that is always moving us all. And
the energy of Dubai, right?
Yes, the people are so motivated, like me, like you, like all of our friends surrounding us. On every step you go, you get inspired. And this is what actually holding us here. And this is how actually I end up in real estate. I was not in this business, and some person I met years ago told me like, oh, you should do real estate. And that time, this idea really didn't cross my mind. And then...
And what were you doing before real estate?
I was in hospitality and events. And then I was surrounded always with the people. And I was always thinking how to transform my connections, my energy, my personality, which is like outgoing. I like to meet new people. I like to discover new places. And I was like, how to put everything together that I actually enjoy and make a lot of money. Like
turn your passion into business.
In the end, like not to be stuck with some limits.
Yeah.
And then.
And what were the limits? Where are you from? Before Dubai.
Yeah, I grew up in Serbia.
Okay.
The country in Europe, and Serbia had very, very tough history in this time when I was born, and we are just tough people from there, which actually gave us
is that
actually a good result in the end.
Yeah,
because we just learned early stage how to cross many things with not stopping, just to roll, to never stop, because even bad things happened that time. Our parents teach us it's another day. And just move on.
Suck it up, like my mom used to say.
And honestly, this is good in the end.
Yeah.
And we learn from that. And then I just realized that that mentality in country is like a bit small-minded, and it's limiting potentials that you realize you have it. Like as a kid, I realized, okay, like this is education, this is the people here, but there is something more. And
something
then,
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went to Italy. I spent some time in Istanbul. I was working as a model that time, and but very short period, because I understood, okay, this is not for me. This is not with my master degree. I was like, no. I need to put my energy to something which will have long-term results. In modeling, you're so limited with time. You're getting old, and as a woman, you need to really be productive even after 40s, after 30s. So modeling career is very limited. And then,
unless you build a personal brand behind you, then
it
you go
can be converted to business as well. But I mean, I didn't find myself there.
Yeah.
And then I was just planning to go to US. Visa was not approved, and then I ended up in UAE.
Why US?
It gave me that idea at that time.
The American dream?
It was soul dream, yeah. It was soul dream, which I believe it's good it happened, honestly, because this mentality here and vibe here is really fitting me much more.
Much more, okay.
I
So
mean, you
9
can
years.
agree. I mean, you also, from where you came,
100%.
it's better environment, UK, and...
It allows you to thrive. It's very fast. The acceleration's there, the speed, the ambition, the vision. The city supports our dreams, and it allows us to step into our full potential. That's what I found. And I felt that I couldn't or I didn't want to do it in London. London is a city of opportunity. I had the opportunity in my hands, but I was choosing to party, you know? I was choosing to have a love-hate relationship. I was constantly escaping, making money, And in the end, I just got bored of it. So when I arrived in Dubai, it was, you know what, let's start over. And as a typical Scorpio, and I know you're a Scorpio.
Yes.
I burn things to the ground and then I rise from the ashes. So when I came to Dubai, I rose from the ashes. And I literally started over. I thought, you know what, my calling, my purpose is to become a coach. But before I become a coach, I need to do the work on myself.
100%. It's a long journey, but if you have mentors around you, doesn't have to be real mentors like a professional mentor, can be also smarter friend, older friend, successful friend. And we need to surround us with that kind of people, which is very hard in this kind of environments. We're not, there is no productivity on that level. So here is much easier. That's why here people got inspired very fast, but it's only first step. Like once you're inspired, second step is action. Which is many people do failure. And I do, and I did it, and I realized, okay, it's not enough that I got inspired by your success, but I got inspired by your application, but did I do it? No. So I get inspired easy, as all of us, but
actually
action
doing the work
is needed, and this is the step where you need a mentor, where you need assistant, where you need a lead, where you need consistency, where you need like routine. And also I believe in this kind of environment, when you see 10 of your friends are waking up early, going to that work, succeeding, it's very, very low percentage of potential that you will not do it, because you will feel guilt. You will see why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we are the average of 5-6 people that we spend time with. And it is no secret that one of my secrets to success is that it really helps that Ravi and I both wake up at 5 a.m. and he goes off to the gym and then work. But my routine of meditation, visualization, hydration, journaling, coffee, then getting into my client work, that has been playing out on repeats for the last 2.5 years. And those are the fundamentals, my morning non-negotiable routine that has made me focused, disciplined, in that consistency. And it's the little habits every day, Ivana.
It's not little, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm
Tell
struggling.
me your morning habit.
Honestly, I'm struggling. I mean, I'm 50% on that way that you are.
Yeah.
I don't believe I will ever be 5. My target is 7, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, and I watched some also podcasts recently, and they said, don't put hard things on your plate just like that. So let's go step by step. Let's implement 8, and then after 8, 7, to be more convenient for body to adjust. But your routine is impressive, honestly, and it's not little, and it's not easy. If it's that easy, everyone would do it, and everyone would be successful in that way, because these small things are affecting our life in a bigger picture, in a bigger way. So,
and the little things is where you take control. When you can take control of your morning routine, and you can play it out on repeats, and some days you will fail, and on the odd occasion there will be a hangover, the routine goes out of the window, cancelled. It's fine. It's not about perfecting it every day. It's about showing up every day. And even for me, meditation was very boring in the beginning. I couldn't sit in the lotus position. I couldn't regulate my breathing. I thought, oh, this really sucks. I don't like it at all. But then I tuned into meditations where you can lie down and meditate before you even get out of bed. You know, you don't have to have your legs uncrossed. You know, as long it's the energy that you connect with. It's not how you're sitting.
Coming back in the peace.
Yeah. So morning routine has been a key factor. And I think that we are the average of people that we hang out with. When I was partying in Ibiza, I was a party person because everybody in my circle was partying, you know. When I was in London, it was half professional network, half party circle. So I was doing both. And the reason I didn't become my best version is because I never looked for my best version. Mm-hmm. I looked for my best version 2.5 years ago when I was tired of working 14 hours a day for big corporates and they were destroying my soul and I was overweight and I was drinking and eating without thinking. So when I took control of my health, my fitness, I then started to take control of my mindset. And it came in stages. It didn't come overnight. And it wasn't easy, like you said.
It's hardest things to control first yourself.
Yeah.
And if you implement on yourself, you can easily control surrounding, people, circumstances.
Everything. If you could control yourself, that is the secret to controlling everything else around you.
And it's hard, yeah.
So you wake up at 7?
7:30, let's say, if it's working days, and
you must have a routine.
I implement some of your stuff. I do screenshots of your posts. Honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like to do things that people already prove that are working. Why would I discover something new? Yeah. Like I'm very good in learning those things. So even if I don't know, I would just take someone who is the winner. Okay, let me do what he do. And this is, I believe, good formula for success. Because to don't think even why he do, maybe just do it.
You're curious.
Screenshot. I say, okay, she did this. I did it. I have on my phone. Like I did. Like in first week of January, I said it's finished with no routine of. I mean, not scheduled routine. Let's say. And I'm hater of schedules. Like I like to be flexible. Yeah. Like, but I was like, it has to be step.
The success is in the routine. Yeah.
I have to do it. Like even my target is 100%. But even if I'm 20%. Of your, I would have some.
That is progress.
So that's a thing, and I think these people don't understand. It's not maybe in 5 years I will be where you are now, but then in 5 years people will ask how you do it. I did it with small steps. Start.
Yeah, this is what it is.
So
about.
hard is to start, and
I think sometimes
people see results. People see on you. Now you told me while we were preparing for the podcast, you told me that you got so big engagement on the application. And for me, like person for me, this is impossible. I'm like, how? But you had the day one. You had the day when you start up application. You had the day when you design application. You had the day when you put content there. Yeah. So people don't see it. But it's small steps. You had every day 1%, and now you have all this engagement.
My friends were all holidaying, including you.
Yes.
Saint-Tropez, Monaco, Ibiza. I was supposed to be in all of those places in August, but instead I spent 10 days in the gym filming 230 workouts for my app because I wanted to do it in those 2 weeks so that I could launch my app when everybody came back from their holidays and we're back into the weight loss, you know? So for me, I was thinking, I've been to these places every year. I've been holidaying, partying, shopping. Do I really need to go there? Am I really missing out? Or is this more important? So I prioritized my app. And, now 4 or 5 months later, we're talking 1,000 subscribers. And this is just the beginning, you know?
This is the thing all of us need.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we need people like you to actually, if not control on that level, at least to tell and give idea. Like, you should do it. You should give up on maybe holiday 1, 2. Maybe you should.
It's worth compromising some stuff. Absolutely.
We are not ready to do it, and all the people who are most successful, they're ready to compromise. They're ready to sacrifice. They say success comes at sacrifice, and I really understand the meaning of that now. This last year, obviously, I went on a very ambitious journey, and but I think that if we go back to mentors, gurus, coaches, leaders, it comes in different sources. We learn from podcasts, we learn from books, we learn from coaches, entrepreneurs. It comes from different. But you need to reach to your stage, to the moment where you are ready to implement.
Yeah.
We all surrounded with that. You can hear everywhere. Books are everywhere. For everyone is easy to buy. $10 book or just download PDF. Like, if you ask your friends, everyone had downloaded, but if they read it or if they implement that.
Yeah.
And this is the hard stage. And that's why you need to come as a person to stage where as I came to stage where you're ready to move forward.
You have to be ready. It's the most important part.
You can read the biggest knowledge of the world, and if you are not ready to give up on some things and really say, okay, now it's time for me, now it's time to do these things and to learn, to ask. Like
I read the 5 a.m. Club book years ago.
And you didn't
understand. And then I read it again, and then and so the 5 a.m. concept was in my head. And I kept thinking the 1% of the people, they wake up at 3, they go to bed at 9. 2% of the people, they wake up at 4. 3% of the world, they wake up at 5. And I remember thinking, because I'm an all or nothing person, Ivana, I don't know about you. I either do it all or I don't do it at all.
This is, I mean, in some things, extreme. I'm hard on myself. When I would wake up if it's no matter what. If I know that something is has important to be done, I would jump from the bed. So I'm hard on myself. Like I'm not soft.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have this kind of routine, and I believe that I need mentors.
Yeah.
I would lose mentors. Like after maybe 2 weeks, maybe I would just lose some kind of direction, but I need just someone to put me back.
Put me back.
And this is where it's staying. And then if you really have, it's like a trainer. Yeah. Like you have in the gym.
Yeah.
Like this is why actually we need people like you, like coaches, like
even coaches need coaches
to hold picture together.
Yeah.
To even when you forget, you can be whatever smartest, most motivated, to put picture back together, to put you on the right
back on track.
lane.
And I think that is where a coach's role becomes really transformative. Is clients will show up and do the work, but they won't be consistent. But it is the coach's job to drive the consistency. And if you have a day off and you didn't deliver on your goals, it's okay. We come back and we try again the next day.
Yeah.
So the accountability part of the coaching is what holds people accountable. So in my programs, if clients say, Nazia, I was supposed to do this, and I didn't. I got up late. I went to the office late. I ate bad food. It was a disaster. And I said, that's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're going to reset tomorrow.
Continue.
It's a new day.
Just continue. Exactly.
And I think quite often it's not about being perfect. It's about just take the step. You might have a really bad day. You might have an average day. You might have a great day. It doesn't matter. It's the journey. It's the progress. Every day we become better at something. So 2 years ago or a year ago, one of my staff, my team members, if they did something, I would have got angry. Now I think I cannot be angry because I'm their coach, I'm their leader, I'm their mentor. Even if I feel angry, I have to deal with my anger myself before I speak with the team. It's not okay, So, and I've become so self-conscious of how I come across with people, because I'm a coach, I'm a mentor. So I think when we go on this journey of growth and we step into our potential and deliver on our purpose, we then start to think for everything about us. How do we look? How do we feel? How do we sound?
To be conscious about, even reactions.
Yeah.
Which is also hard to control, like...
Okay.
In these environments, like I'm also struggling with that. It's like we can work on ourselves a lot with the mentors, with the psychologists, you look at the people who are better than you, and like motivating you, and then you react like some person you don't want.
Yeah.
And then this is also like very good point that you said, like self-control.
Yeah.
In the way to give sample to another. You're expressing yourself, who you are.
Yeah.
And if you have a mentor like that, like a coach who will tell you, okay, this was one reaction, let's go on tomorrow and let's try to not react on that way tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we are actually living in the future. This is what I was.
We're creating our future versions.
Yeah.
Today.
So you need to see yourself as that person, stable.
Yeah.
And okay, you reacted today like that and maybe yesterday, but how you see yourself in the future, you need to imagine yourself as a calm, as a leader,
you need to visualize who you are in the future. Yeah, absolutely.
And then your brain subconsciously will go that way.
Will go that way.
So that's why it's important, to just be in that present moment, which is leading to future. To don't be stuck where you've been before.
No, I'm going to pick up on that. So did you feel like you were stuck in Serbia, and did something happen that shaped your vision for how you wanted to lead your future life? In other words, how did you end up in Dubai? Like, was there because you said that the people, there's a lot of limiting beliefs in Serbia, and so
Mindsets,
what
yeah.
changed?
I mean, mindset and environment, and these governments are like on that level that they want to hold people in the middle class. They want to hold people in the box. They want to hold people on the salaries and not entrepreneurs. Like it's that vibe.
It's the system mentality.
It's a system, and people are just stuck there. You don't see what can be done potentially. I grew up in family where there were no limits. Even as a kids, we could decide on our decisions. No judging. Like in a way, like, okay, you have to study, you have to finish, have to have a master degree, but after what you will do, it's
up to your free will.
So I had this freedom to actually live, and I said, okay, like this is my moment where I need to leave, because I saw something there. But obviously it was not easy, like coming up in a country where you not belong, and all beginnings are hard for everyone, not for me. But then one moment happened where I was already living here and working and already earning money. I had one accident which happened like summertime, and I ended up in hospital in Serbia. And then I somehow...
How did the accident happen?
It was sport injury. I fell down, and then I hurt my arm, and then by wrong diagnosis by doctor, it was wrong medications. Then it got complicated. Then I ended up on surgery, and all circumstances, I end up in the hospital in Serbia, where I don't live, where I cannot have any control, in public hospital, where I couldn't actually move to any private or to do something. I learned it's given to you, like this is what's meant for you. And then what you can do with this, what's given, it's on you. So it was out of my control. Like I ended up on surgery with doctor that was there. He saved my arm, he saved my life. But afterwards...
Were you going to lose your arm?
It was about that. It was that possibility, actually. And because I didn't know what to do, I got sepsis, and it was like meant to be solved, to be...
So the wound became septic, and you risked losing your arm.
Yes.
And then your arm was saved?
And everything was somehow going to good for me, like everything and in the good way.
Up until that point?
Yeah, okay. I after 10 days I came home, I recovered, but I had a long journey after to recover mentally and to take back motivation, which I lost completely. Right. I asked myself, like, why this happened to me? Like, what if this? What's the reason? Why I worked so much? Why I put myself into so much risk, and I'm earning this money if I couldn't do anything, actually. It was under out of my control.
So the fear of
I was like, what's the point of all this sacrifice, going to gym, going to work, living abroad, and then in 1 second you are out of all your power and you're just in the hands of someone else,
and you're trying to save your arm.
So I couldn't do anything. I was just there, like in the hands of someone else who can do whatever they want with me, like basically. I lost motivation. I lost it in that moment, which I had by that time on the extreme level. And then, of course, what I did, which is a very good way, I asked the help from one psychologist and one lady, and then we discuss and we talk, and of course with my friends and family. But honestly, I put aside all the comments of my family and friends because it was not helpful. And it's very bad to say on that way, but they all want good for you.
Helpful.
But they all want to put you in the safe zone, and in safe zone you are not going to progress. No. Yeah. And if I wanted to stay there, like slow down. Maybe this is a lesson for you to stay there, to slow down, to give up, basically. And they were telling me that. And even the psychologist, I said, like, why everyone is saying it's my mistake. This happened. This can happen to anyone. Yeah. It's out of control. And then what you will do after that, it's in your control. So I could easily move back to Serbia. I could easily give up on my dreams. I could easily...
So she empowered you, do you think?
No, she told me how you feel. I said, I feel life is short and there is no time.
Yeah.
and I should go double speed.
Yeah.
And she said, if you feel like this way, it's right way. Don't listen to no one. Because all people around me told me to slow down. Maybe you should slow down. Maybe you should less travel. Maybe you should find a job just with the, like to put you back in the comfort. Even in that, but they don't understand, even in that comfort zone, you can get these kind of things. So I understand, like, no, I need to use my life much better than that, even double traveling, double work, like I said, I will be better than that, because if this situation comes back again, I want to be sure if I end up again in this
you lived everything.
Hospital,
you live life
I want to be sure that I did extreme, that I did maximum, because you never know when it's going to happen.
You have no regrets.
And for me, this was like button to do more. And also, like, I didn't lead myself just like that. Of course, I came back to Dubai. I started working in real estate. I had a empowered woman next to me, like 50 years old. And I saw, okay, if she's doing it, I can do it. If these people work out, I can do it again. Yeah. If people from wheelchairs start walking, I can just recover. Yeah. And honestly, all this...
The motivation came back.
I would just surround myself with the successful stories in physical way, mental way, business, every potential way. And I said, I can do it. And then I just became better than I was before.
Because you were surrounded by people who were on a journey to success.
I said no to
a lot of people.
Yeah. And I
in order to say yes to yourself, right?
Yes, because I knew there is something better. If life gave me another chance, I will use it in better way, because chances are given, and we need to learn from those things. And I said to myself, never again I will be bothered with some stupid stuff, with some
small time stuff.
Just move, and you need to actually. And now when I'm thinking, wow, like this was hard. Where I found this power to to do it all over again, and to rise again, and it was hard, but honestly, when environment is important, and discipline, and work. This is always what I'm advising to everyone. When you put your mindset in the work mood, your mind is rolling, and they're saying move.
And you need to keep yourself busy.
Energy move, and with energy move, you opening doors to new things, and
we're responsible for creating our energy.
100%. Yeah, and we creating it in ourselves, but you need to have this vibe, and to like be, do, and have, like, so you need to be in that vibe, then to do it, and then to have results where you want to be. So that time I said, okay, like I will just do it. I remember that time we were working like 7 days, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, calling 100 people per day from the list. I would not even mention the salary I worked for in that time. It was 1 year, I remember, and I said, okay, I will just do it, because from this I will learn. I will, like anything in life, it's not going to last forever. And this is now what I'm saying to people. Like many people now starting real estate and saying, oh, how you do it, how you have very finding the leads. I'm saying I started from something. And this something is, I'm not sure you want to do it today, because they all expect people will just call you, or like
fast results.
No.
Yeah. You have to do the groundwork. I remember when I set up the business, I came from a corporate environment and where teams works with me, for me. And I was thinking, I don't want to do this admin. I don't want to do this task. I don't want to do. But there was no one else. There was just me. So I had to learn to do the things that I was used to delegating, because I had to start from ground zero. There was no one else. It was just me. And it took a little bit of getting used to. Now, not everything in my business, every job that my teams do, I can do it. So if they went off,
you see,
I know.
Of course,
like what they're doing. So tell me something. What's your definition of transformation? We are inviting local companies to promote their brand in Gym Nation. If your target audience is the health-conscious, fitness-savvy consumer, and activation at Gym Nation could elevate your visibility and expand your reach in multiple locations in multiple territories, Members like nothing better than a giveaway or a good sample sale. If you want to get involved, please get in touch with us today.
Constant work, constant education, and there is no possibility the transformation don't show up if you put intention, energy, work, dedication into it, and that it is you. So you need to combine all of that and to see version of you transformed. You need to know how this person looks. You need to know how this person talk. You need to know how this person react. I can see something that I like on you and I want to implement, and this is what I'm doing. Like, I pick up things what I like in other people, man or woman, like both, and whatever I'm impressed, I'm implement. Even if it's a look, even if it's a way of talking, even if it's a way of ordering food, like it's learning, learning what you wanna be, like understanding. Okay, this is the thing I want to implement. This is what I want to be. So if you put 10 things, I wanna lose. I wanna have this shape that my friend have. I would put that. Then I wanna have this dress. I wanna travel to that place. I wanna try this dish. So you just put that on the paper,
and you manifest it.
Manifest
through action
on the way where you put the intention there. And to be open for change. Because you need to be open for a change.
100%.
To transform. You can tell me, do this, eat that. If I'm not open for that, I need to be willing to do it. I need to be willing to go out from my comfort zone. It's a big definition now. We talk about that. It's actually process.
Yeah, because comfort zone is the enemy. You know, we're not supposed to be comfortable. If we want to grow, we want to transform, we want to become a better version, we want better things in life.
Cutting people, cutting food, cutting energies, cutting phone. How many times I just, even friends, family, my sister, just cut the phone. Sometimes if I realize energy levels go, I just cut. Oh, they're shocked, but I cannot. You know, like sometimes you need to cut, or like you start eating something, it's too much. Cut. Like don't let it leak. And this is the things, like emotional things. Okay, this is enough. You need to know where is like to put boundaries, which will protect you. And this is what we're learning through process. And this is not like walking. Like you cannot just know that. If maybe some people are just born with that, but someone needs guide. How I can ask you, Nazia, how you don't answer to your friends if they're calling you 10 a.m. and you are you're doing the weekly schedule. Like I learned that to look the phone, to say, okay, this will take 30 minutes from my time, and this time now is so productive. I will call you back. So you need, it's like one step, another step, boundary. No.
When we start to set boundaries, that's when we grow. Like for me, I do not take personal calls during business hours, because that is that is my team time, that is my client time.
I'm still doing it, and it's a big mistake.
And also, I've probably gone to the extreme, to be honest. I don't entertain any negative drama or calls from my family, because they come with drama, most of them. And I have silently pulled back from a lot of things and a lot of people to focus on my work. And I didn't even explain myself. Oh, I'm no longer going to see you, or I don't want to see you. I just pulled the energy back.
But you see, this is the good advices. This is what I'm advising my friends. I see someone struggle with this kind of abuses from family, abuses from friends. This is abuse, honestly, because you just don't know your time to balance, to protect energy. They just abuse it, share it, and then when it comes to work or like somewhere where you need to act,
you need the energy.
In the partnership, in the on the date or whatever, like you need to be that sparkle. You lose it.
It's gone. It's been drained by people.
Exactly. And then how you do? But I'm limited. No. You just didn't know how to balance it. This is like you have something in your pocket, and to who you will give. You need to be smart. And also, like, I didn't knew it, and sometimes I lose it, and sometimes I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, how you? And then I'm just finding someone who is doing better, and I'm just
Yeah.
Taking from your acting, like how you do it. Now I'm happy you said this, that you don't take these calls.
I don't take the calls.
And
Honestly,
honestly,
it's my business time. I'm focused.
This is, for example, something that I should implement, and I would really do it, because these working hours you cannot take back. There is like plenty of time afterwards, afternoons, where you can take these calls, and people should respect you and your progress.
If they work, if they're professionals, they will respect it. If they have boundaries, they will respect it. But there is, I was entertaining a lot of drama calls and bullshit, and I was thinking, no. Now I look at my schedule and I think I have these things to do, and now we live in a world like the best digital space that we are ever going to live through. We're in this era of speed,
yes,
right, where we can deliver results 10 times the speed we could have delivered them 2 years ago with AI tools. So I'm on this quest to grow the business, and I often think I've partied, I've overeaten, I've done lots of things too much. I've let people in, I didn't have boundaries. But the moment I started to put boundaries in my life, Ivana, I have total peace.
Exactly, I have same, yeah. But this is transformation. This is exactly answer what you asked me. Like, this is transformation. This is how you reach to that stage. Yeah. How you reach to your peace. How you reach to time on the day when you have meditation. Saying no to things. Organizing the day and surrounding yourself. Not even, you don't have to have. They're saying, oh, my friends are not like that. Okay, turn off everyone and turn on the podcast, inspiring people surrounding us everywhere. They're filming each other. I do it better than calling a random friend who will tell me the same story 100 times again, on repeat, which will not inspire me. I turn on YouTube. I find a podcast that can inspire me that day.
We have to protect our energy.
And then I said, okay, if he do it, I just recently watched this Grant Cardone podcast, and the family, what they did is so much inspiring. I send you, and this is wow.
The link that you shared.
He went from nothing, from addictions through partying, through marriage, kids, everything. All circumstances were like not promising.
Yeah.
And then from 40s to now 60s. He made huge progress. He's a billionaire. Yeah. And what the person can go through life is so inspiring. So that's very good note. Like, even in 40s, you're ready for transformation. Yeah. I don't know why people giving up on themselves. Like, I have a friends, they're 35, like in our age, and then what? Like, life is just starting. Some people start from nothing in 40s and became billionaires at 60.
And even 50s and in their 60s, there is literally no time limit. The thing about transformation or starting over or having a second career or stepping into your potential or delivering on your purpose is that you have to be ready. So if I look at, I had a very strict upbringing. I wasn't allowed to party. So I partied late. I learned late, I discovered late.
So all your, yes.
So when I stepped into my potential, I looked at myself and thought, what the hell are you doing with your life? I became sick of me.
Exactly.
On repeat.
But some people never reach to this stage. Or maybe they need someone else to say, like, wake up, do it. If I can do it, you can do it. This is what I'm saying to my friends now.
I knew that I need to be doing something bigger, better. And there were times in my life, in my career, where I was the youngest female director. There was only men in the business, where I achieved a lot of things really fast. So I know when I get to work, I work fast.
Exactly.
But then there were moments where I just didn't want to work. My dad died, and I couldn't process his death, and I went partying, and I wanted to self-sabotage, and I wanted to forget about stuff. Yeah. I was in pain, and I was trying to cover the pain by traveling. But you know what? Some of the best experiences in
process.
Life.
You should you should go through it.
I don't regret it.
No, that's why I'm not hard on myself. Exactly what you said. We all have periods, and maybe you meet a person which is actually passing through some period. They should process it. Divorces, other.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. But if you reach to the stage where you don't have problems, use it. Do it. Don't stay in that vibe. This is the momentum where you need to act.
I had to go to my worst point and look at myself in the mirror and say, what are you doing to yourself?
You're not
like
that.
seriously,
You're better than that.
Yeah, you are so boring. Me looking at myself, I was like, you bored the fuck out of me. What are you doing? So and I had to get to that point, Ivana, in order to rise from the bottom.
You see, and this is you passed to that stage.
I went to
passed
destruction, self-destruction.
and I listened to that man. Honestly, he's like 5 billion worth today. Like I said, how he did it? Like it's possible. I mean, you don't have to reach, but they said
sometimes we have to break
target
everything.
the moon and land somewhere between
Yeah.
the stars. So you don't have to be that man, but be somewhere in the middle. Like implement something. Look how they did, how you did, how I did. Like just.
I think you have to want to. You have to
Yeah.
want to, and you have to have a certain amount of belief that
Moving on, moving on.
moving on. But I think a lot of people live in this zone where they are living in doubt and fear.
Past.
They
Living
never,
past
and
where
in
it
the
is.
past, even worse. Past we cannot change, and. I told you they froze my bank accounts this week, and I'm running a business. I have people to pay, I have bills to pay. Luckily, there are accounts outside the UAE I can tap into. But for a moment, I felt paralyzed, and then I thought,
money's paralyzed, but not your.
is it
day.
really over? Is it really that big of a deal? But 3 years ago, I would have cried about it.
I know.
2 years ago, it would have been a big deal. Now I don't dwell on stuff.
It's like school.
Yeah.
You need to
Learn.
You need to
Learn.
It's a
And,
practice.
I always say,
But
and
that's why you need to have someone to push you in that direction. If you're not that way, have a mentor, have a friend, have a coach.
Yeah.
This happened. What I will do? Just do it.
Move it.
Okay,
Move on.
borrow,
Yeah.
do it. Move on, move
Yeah.
on. Because time is limited, and no one actually have time for you
No.
to. I had that time, 5 minutes to listen to you. But if I could help you, I would help. If no, let's move on. No one actually have anymore this time. You don't have time to really dealing with these things.
I think some people don't have.
You need to act in this.
You need
in this,
to. You know.
yeah.
But I think the great thing about my position is I'm busy. I have meetings. I have clients to see, talk to.
Machine is working.
I need to keep moving. You
Exactly.
know? So I cannot sit on the sofa and think, what?
This is This is why environments as Dubai keep you moving, because there are bills to pay, there are things to do, everything
Big
is
responsibility.
motivated. So you have no time. You can be sad. That's what I'm saying to my friends. Okay, be sad 3 days, but 4 days, no one cares, and there is no time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, take it, move it, act. Like, okay, you know, like things happening to everyone, bad things to most successful people, but they just learn how to process.
And also you start to become so good that you're not willing to entertain any nonsense. If I see lots of messages coming through, I think, why is this person sending 100 messages? You know, it will give me anxiety. If somebody keeps sending messages about nothing, I'm like, why are they doing this? Somebody sends an audio and they know I'm busy, and they've sent a 4-minute audio talking about
have this time.
their bullshit life that they're living on repeat, and they are sending me an audio. I will not listen to it.
Yeah,
because I
happens
think,
to me,
well,
yeah.
I've told you not to send me audios. I told you I don't have time to listen to 5-minute audios. You know, and it's
someone
the same
will
thing.
say it's selfish, but it's selfish on the
we
way.
have to be selfish.
It's selfish on the way
To protect our energy.
Exactly. Because after, with that energy, you can actually help to that people. They still help yourself first.
Yeah.
So in a matter to help someone,
Yeah.
like you need to help yourself. If I call you, like I need help, if you not reach to that stage where you can give me good advice, how you will help me?
I cannot help people if my mind is not clear. And if I fill my mind up with people's audios and drama,
You need to be stable. You need to be successful. In regards to tell me tomorrow, Ivana, I would do this, or I passed that.
Yeah.
And this is my experience. Don't do it the way I do, but this is my I would listen to you because you did something right?
Yeah.
Like you cannot even take advice from someone if you're not impressed or like it's not motivating you.
So my network now is people that are above me. So people that are driving businesses, and I'm learning from them. My teams, they're specialists. You know, I learned that from their talents.
Of course.
I will never take advice from someone who is, as in they're not at my level. What I'm talking about here is, I was at some event, and the girls making drama, you know, and they don't work, and their husbands buy them their bags and the shoes and the jewelry.
That's fine.
You know, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's like, you cannot drag me down with your small town
In that
bullshit.
vibe, yeah.
I will not
Because
go
you're
there.
not there, yeah.
I cannot even relate to that.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time
yeah.
for that. I have to keep
Exactly.
my mindset clean.
Exactly.
So I will run from drama now. But there was a time where I was entertaining drama and it followed me.
Of course. If you don't have nothing else, you're just there for
Yeah.
that phone calls, for that. I know, I mean, we all been there when you were actually not, like, let's say, self-love. If you know how you can actually spend the time much more quality, or like, that this will not give you anything positive, why would you even listen that?
Yeah.
You can just say, okay, leave that, or you deal with that. I'm not
interested.
Yeah, saying no to that is hard nowadays. But I mean, once you actually surround yourself with the right people,
Then you're flying.
Yeah, it's easy.
So I think, so this is for our listeners out there. I've got to a stage in my life where I don't have time for family or friends. So I find it very difficult to let new friends into my life. And the story by Ivana and I is we met at a friend's birthday party in Mykonos 2 summers ago. And we didn't hit it off immediately. Like, we didn't connect or bond immediately. But it was a busy itinerary for our friend's birthday. We were going from one place to the next to the next. It was like a party marathon.
Catching up.
And there was a moment where she said she is a Scorpio, and we had come back from some party and we were at the villa. And then we started talking.
Deep combos.
And I remember 2 hours later, I was like, did we really talk for that long? There were people around us in and out of the villa.
Yeah, we find
found
similar
a
things in each
connection.
other.
Yeah, we did. And since that time, I have to be honest, I haven't seen much of Ivana, but we live close to each other, we work near each other, and we're busy professionals.
And I'm constantly impressed by your work.
That's so sweet. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that when you do connect with somebody new, is you don't have to see them all the time. Like, in order, the strongest and the most defining
To
friendships
feel your vibe.
is that where the vibe is there. It doesn't matter how much you see or speak.
As soon as I wake up, I see you already posted in the gym clothes, which is matching perfectly. Juice is ready. Post is perfectly posted with all explanations. I'm like, okay, I just opened my eyes, so I'm already late, and I'm like, okay, it's very good to have a friend like that to actually, like, put you back. Okay, I would scroll other people, and then, okay, Nazi already woke up and did this. I said, okay, let me fast do it,
Yeah.
So these things, like, actually really putting you on the right direction, and this is your lead and vibe, which, okay, I don't have to call you, but you already gave me good vibe,
Good vibes, yeah.
And better than calling you, I already saw what you done. I'm like, okay, let me just do 3 things that she done. Honestly, I'm looking your list, I'm like, okay, 3 things at least, And I'm better.
So we're connected through Instagram. But let me just pick up on that. So the reason I joined the 5 a.m. club, and I love it, and now I just wake up without an alarm. And this is to our listeners out there around Ivana, is that at first it's difficult and it's like, I don't want to do this. And then you say, I'm going to do it as a challenge. And I love a good challenge. Is that at 5 a.m. it's dark. At 5 a.m. my phone is on quiet. There's no distractions. There's no social media stuff going on. There's nobody messaging me. Now I've got into a routine where I don't even check my phone. I don't look at it. I just get up and I will go for a pee, and then I'll step on the scale. You know that I weigh myself every day. I want to see my muscle mass body fat ratio. And then I will meditate. And then I'll do the visualize, then journal, then I'll put the coffee on. And my phone is, I don't touch my phone.
Wow.
And the reason for that.
This is flex. This is honestly.
This is like my daily flex.
Wow.
And so the reason for that is that between the hours of 5 to 6, 6:30, even 7 a.m., that is me time. That is Nazia time. No one gets in. Ravi's got up and gone to the gym, me in the house, and that is just me.
This is luxury.
This is pure luxury.
And this is where progress is made.
Yes.
And this is what people don't have.
People are asleep when I am making progress.
Stuck into the boxes which are given.
Yeah.
And you don't have to take these boxes. You're saying, wake up at 5, find a time to do
to do the self-work.
Many women are just stuck with the families, with the kids, abusing. I mean, I don't want to say nothing bad about kids. I still don't have it, and I don't know that life, but I'm sure if I have it, it will be super organized.
Yeah, me too.
And it will not be abuser kids. Like I hate to see it where women just like put themselves as a carpet and just
take all the
step
shit
on me and just
Yeah.
do it whatever you want.
Yeah.
No, has to be limit. Has to be.
I don't think we're ever going to be those women.
Princess woke up and she needs her coffee. She needs her peace.
Yeah.
She needs like kids should and friends and family
Yeah.
and partner should respect you on that way, because even with the partner, no partner, you should really do this progress and your routine. So this is why sometimes we are afraid of partnerships and relationship which can drag us back,
but
or
you
like
can.
take our time. And this is so important. This is the trigger. This is the moment where you staying in your limits.
But I think that you can set the scene. I'm going to explain something about Ravi and my relationship when we first started out. Ravi's very regimented, he's very structured, he's very routine based. If he has to have things in order. And we're very similar in this way. When we first started dating, I was in Dubai and he was in Abu Dhabi. He was living there. And I would see him every other weekend. But when we spent every 2 weekends together, he would have everything structured and order. And I don't want to be in somebody's structure or somebody's order, in somebody's routine. You know, I rebel against that. You know, I'm like, no, because my mom tried to control me she did control me when I was little. So the reason I'm mentioning this is I spoke with Ravi and I said, listen, this makes me uncomfortable. I want you to learn to relax around me. Mm-hmm. And I want you to also learn to share me with other people, men and women. And when I say this, I mean it. And I will not do anything wrong by you. I'm always going to be the loyal partner. But I want you to relax and I want you to trust me.
Exactly.
And
this is the formula.
I never had that conversation with him again.
Bravo.
But I said, listen,
yeah,
you know,
this conversation has to be done.
I think so. To put the boundaries in place from day one.
Yeah, I'm in a men's business. I'm in a men's world, and my partner either is with me, winning together.
Yeah.
We are like partnership, or he's not there.
And Ravi's the same. He's alpha male, I'm alpha female.
Women don't
You're
know
alpha
to put
female.
the boundaries.
Yeah.
And some women, they don't want, which is also legit, and it's fine. I also like some of my friends who are completely out of that world. But if you want to do something, if you have that in yourself, you need to have someone support that. And to, as you say, to trust in you and to believe, and you can be the winners. We have so many samples. As I said, this Cardone family and others, like they're like both winners. And they say this is not 50-50 job. It's 100-100.
It's 100, my God.
100 means 200.
Winning mindset is constant work.
Man's putting women in 20% and they expect from them to do what? They you didn't do that. How they can do from these limits? You don't let me do work, you don't let me go gym, you don't want me to be better, to look better. How from zone of not self-confidence you can improve? This is what I heard as well, that one of also coach said, don't invest like in other things before you invest into yourself.
Self-investment has to be first. Yeah.
That means what's not also in our mindsets from families, like to be better, invest into look, invest into other than education. Like you need to invest into languages, travelings, all stories behind you that create person you are and product that you will sell after. And which from that product you will earn after. And then some women, they just, I stay where they are from beginning, don't implement, don't progress. And then how you will actually do some extra work, how you will teach your kids, how you will give them this energy, how you will teach them if you don't teach yourself.
Yes, but I think there are two types of people. There are people that have the lights on, and there are people that have the lights off.
Exactly.
The people that have the light bulb on, they are on a journey of growth, and they know exactly what they need to do. I failed so much this year, Ivana, and last year.
And
failed, but I also won. I have many wins. And at least I am taking steps forward. Now, listen, we're coming to the end of the podcast, and it's been a brilliant discussion. We love talking, the both of us. What's next for you? Like, where are you now? And if I was to give you a scale of 1 to 10, would you say, what number are you at the scale? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And where do you want to be in the next 2-3 years?
Oh, I'm very hard on myself. For some people, they would say I'm already on 10. My scale
I have a number in mind for you, but I want to know what you're going to say.
No, my scale is, I'm on 3.
No,
there is plenty of things can be implemented, plenty of things should be done, and plenty of things I want to do in next 5 years. By 40, I have big targets, and for myself, I will not lie. And
I'm surprised you said 3.
I mean, because I know what can be. I see successful women, and I know what they've done. And I see so many things that I'm not even implementing at the moment.
But you're thinking about it. The intention's
I'm
there.
thinking. I started.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Scale will go. Let's say each year will go one number more. But on the way of health-wise,
you want to be 8 in 5 years?
I'm also not on health scale. I need to do more things to protect my health. With lifestyle, we're destroying it. I need to say no to many things, to alcohol. Do
you find it hard to say no?
Very hard.
Do you have this fear of missing out?
I have this fear of missing out, and because
I see it in you without even talking to you.
I know I'm missing out. I want to be everywhere. I want to do everything, even in the office. Even if I'm not in the office, I know I'm missing out from work, so I feel guilt all the ways. I'm missing out with my friends. I'm missing out with traveling. I'm missing out with party. I'm missing out with work. I know where
I've been through this phase. I get it.
And I just know what's the right way. I know what's formula, which is 100% right, which is proven with results.
Yeah.
And I'm on the way of implementing that. I would implement that, and I just have targets like all of us, like to settle with certain things in life, to maybe by 40 give some lessons to people about how I reached a certain stage, how I did it through my way, nothing extreme, like my way, my story. And just to motivate people the same way I was motivated when I was on my way to do some things. And everything can be done just as we spoke with the perfect routine, control, coaching, mentoring, learning, implementing.
So you're on the journey of intention.
Until we die, we're on the journey. I would always.
Not everybody has a plan. Not everybody would say in 5 years.
I want to be better than I was yesterday. Every day, if I have time, I read the books, I learn podcasts about every topic, not only business, like about self-care, skincare, about anything can be like how to protect the energy, how to organize the day. In every segment we can be better, and then when you surround yourself with the leaders, with the successful woman and man, then you're okay. He achieved that, I want that. He's in his health shape like that, I want to be that. She have that kind of skin or hair, I want to reach to that stage. So there is certain things we should say no in the food, we should say no in the friendships. So it's a progress which I want to implement
and
step by step.
Progressing. Would you say you are progressing?
I'm progressing. I'm progressing. I'm progressing, and but I'm also letting things roll the way should be done. Like, I don't want to be that strict in the way. Okay, of course I can cut some things from tomorrow.
And also, it's not a blunt instrument. We don't cut everything off. You phase
life
things
is for enjoying, and let's put
100%.
Everything in a balance. And I want to enjoy the process. This is the answer on your question. Like, we have targets. We have.
So when you come back next time...
But want to have fun.
You want to have fun. When you come back to our show further down the line, are we going to see a 4 out of 10?
100% will be 5 for sure.
Even 5, look at that. We've gone from a 3 to a 5
10 is
already.
like best in everything that I ever saw in my life. So I'm proud of even each progress. Like as they say, be better than yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's a success. Because our stories are not same. We don't come from same background. And what's success for you maybe is not for me. And maybe just waking up at 7 for me tomorrow will be success.
I mean, to be honest, I would say I'm between a 6 and a 7 out of 10 because I'm here to create a legacy.
You're the coach.
I'm the coach.
You're the leader.
I want to create a legacy, and I want to help as many people as I can around the world.
That's great.
And once I've created that legacy,
because if you're good in that,
I enjoy it. I love it. Yeah, I love helping others.
This is your role.
It's my destiny.
This is your job, and this is why you're here. Like, you inspire me, you inspire many other people, and we will have better results because we have you to lead our day, like lead the week, lead the year. Like when you said, oh, I have weekly planners, yearly planners, and this is the you taking it's your success and it's your job to actually put things together and put it in a picture where you see yourself, as you said, better than you've been before.
Well, listen, thank you for joining our transformation podcast where inspiration meets action. Thank you, Ivana.
Always. Thank you,
Great to have you. Thanks for tuning in to the Transformation Lab DXB podcast, powered by Gym Nation. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your transformation starts today. See you next time. I'm your host, Nazia Khan.